Hey everyone, it's Josh, and the Sonic 2 movie has been out for probably the past few days, and I told you guys that I was going to be making a full review on the movie because the day before yesterday I gave y'all like just my thoughts and everything after watching the movie, but in this video today I'm going to be giving you all my full opinions and just thoughts, and just this video is going to be like a full review for the movie, so yeah. Might want to grab your drink and your food because we're going to be sitting here for a while talking about the Sonic 2 movie. And keep in mind, I'll try to keep this review as short as possible because I know you guys aren't probably going to watch this video if it's over 10 minutes long. Man, if I could get $1 every time I said that, I'd be rich. Also, keep in mind, this video may contain spoilers for the movie, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, please just go and stop watching this video right now because usually when I make these kind of reviews, people always get mad and say they're spoilers and just cry and just be angry in the comments. So I'm just letting you all know right now, this video may contain spoilers. Please don't get mad. I gave you all a warning, so if you guys found out the spoilers in this video, that's your fault. I warned you in the beginning, so yeah. With that said, let's get into it for real. Let's just talk about one thing I thought was really weird. So I'm pretty sure this may have, of course, happened to all of you who went to see the movie at the movie theaters. Because, like, when I was getting, like, my tickets for the movie, they gave us, like, this cool free poster. And I'm pretty sure you guys know this because I showed you in the last video and on one of my community tabs. There, on top of my TV. I love that poster. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure most of you guys at least, like, gotten a poster or, like, a comic or something. And for some reason, there were some people in the movie theaters that got a poster that was not like the one I have. It was like a neon colorish kind of look. And they also got like a comic book or something. And I mean, this may be just a personal issue, but for some reason I didn't get, like, our movie theater, they didn't have like a comic book or anything. They just had those posters. And while I just love the poster, I'm fine with it. But I don't know, it's just weird how some other movie theaters gave away like a poster that's not like the one I have, and they also got a comic book. I don't know, it was probably just because they were sold out or something. I mean, I don't know why they would be sold out because they knew so many people were so anticipated to see this movie, so they should have at least gotten like a few hundred or at least 1,000 of them to make sure everyone got one when they came to see it. For some reason, I mean, I know this is probably not a huge issue, but for some reason we didn't get like a comic book. We just got that poster, and I don't know if anybody else got the poster that I have there. Maybe like our movie theater was the only one. Obviously it couldn't have been, but I don't know. I guess it was just weird how we didn't like get a comic book or something because I really would have wanted that. And yeah, as I said before, it's not a huge issue, but still, it's just kind of weird to me. But yeah, now onto the actual movie. So yeah, overall, I thought the movie was pretty fantastic. It was honestly very just unbelievable. And yeah, I know I said this 100 times, but it's true. I know that we can all agree that this movie was way better than the first one. I am, of course, not hating on the first Sonic film because when I first saw it, I fell in love with it. I just really loved it because y'all know I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. And just seeing Sonic on the big screen for the first time really spoke to me. Because I loved Sonic. I love playing the games. I love watching the TV shows. Anything about Sonic I would appreciate. And yeah, Sonic may not have had the best history if you're a true fan of the series like I am, because the series did have its ups and downs. Not a lot of people really appreciate the games, but I feel people really should appreciate the games more. Because Sonic is an icon, just like Mario. As a matter of fact, when the first movie came out, I watched it like every single month. And you know what? To be honest, after watching the movie like all those times, I kind of did realize the few issues that it had. And yeah, I did enjoy the movie the first time I saw it. I didn't really have issues with it. But you know, like after a while, you kind of do realize the issues it had. And that's how I felt, right now. For one, the movie barely felt like a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. It just felt like one of those cheap live-action cartoon movies where they take like cartoon characters and bring them into the real world, like the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. And I did actually enjoy those movies, but they were just kind of weird at the same time. And honestly, before the Sonic movie, I didn't really have like a full love for those kind of movies where they bring cartoon characters and bring them to the real world. I wasn't like the biggest fan of that aspect because cartoons are, cartoons. They're animated. They're supposed to be like for kids to enjoy, like with the fun animation and stuff. But when you bring them into the real world, it kind of just ruins them a little bit. And I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this way, but a lot of people have their own opinions, so this is mine. But I feel the Sonic movies, with them being live action and the Sonic characters being animated, I feel it actually really worked well because there were some Sonic games where Sonic was like in the real world and interacting with human beings and stuff. So I felt that kind of worked for Sonic, like being in like a live action movie. And what I meant by the first movie not barely being anything like how a Sonic the Hedgehog movie should have been, it was probably just due to the amount of like filler and just plot twists because half of the movie is literally just about the human characters talking and whatnot, and that kind of ruined the movie a little bit for me. Like, nothing against the human characters like Tom, the cop, and Maddie, and of course Dr. Eggman, who's played by Jim Carrey, pretty much almost everyone's favorite movie actor. By the way, he certainly did a good job as Eggman in the second movie, just like how he did in the first one. And certainly in the second movie, there surely were a lot of scenes. Well, not a lot of scenes, but there were like several scenes where they mainly showed the adult characters, and I wasn't really having any of it. I will say this, the adult scenes were definitely way better and just a little bit more quicker and nicer than how they did and looked in the first movie. But I feel the movies should at least be targeted more about the main characters because the movie's literally titled Sonic the Hedgehog, so it has to focus on him and just Tails and Knuckles. It doesn't always have to focus on Sonic all the time. They should at least let some characters get some time to shine, but they should focus more on like the main characters because they treat some of the human characters like Tom as the main characters when they kind of are, but at the same time they're not like the main important characters of the movie. And the second movie surely did feel a lot like a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. As of now, the movie has made $141 million in the box office as we speak. So yeah, I guess what they were trying to do with the first movie was trying to make like an origin story where how Sonic got like to interact with like all the human characters and stuff like that. It just, in the first movie, it showed him just like running around Green Hill as a baby in the opening of the movie. And then as the movie progressed, it showed Sonic like interacting with like I said, the human characters, and it just felt like it was just trying to make like, oh, so it was trying to like introduce people to Sonic the Hedgehog. Of course, to people who never played Sonic or even heard of Sonic. So yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense as to why the first movie was the way that it was. And yeah, the first movie may not have been like a masterpiece, but it certainly was a really enjoyable film. And what's interesting is that usually, I think everyone knows this, but video game movies don't really turn out all that well, like especially back in the days. Just take the Super Mario Brothers movie that came out in '93. It was a mess. And that's coming from a true Super Mario Brothers fan. So yeah, what the first movie did right was definitely show that video game movies don't turn out all that bad. And I'm pretty sure Detective Pikachu did pretty well too. I haven't seen the movie, but I've heard that it was great. So yeah. Actually, just recently I heard that the director of the Sonic 2 movie was actually planning on making a Super Smash Bros. Movie. And that does sound pretty cool, but it would be probably super impossible to make. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that all of you remember that Sonic was originally going to have a very bad design for his first movie. Seriously, there are times where I can't even sleep at night without picturing this abomination in my head. But luckily, Paramount listened to the fans and just listened to all the feedback, and they gave Sonic a brand new design that looked absolutely perfect. So yeah, I think they're trying to expand the Sonic movie franchise as much as possible now. Because about a few weeks ago, they did confirm that they're working on a third movie, and apparently Knuckles is getting his own TV show or whatever. I don't really know. And yeah, just seeing how well the first and second movie did, it wouldn't be a surprise as how those two upcoming stuff turn out good as well. Wow, we're already 10 minutes in and I haven't even actually gotten into the full actual movie yet. And yeah, I knew I wanted to make this video shorter than 10 minutes, but guess I might as well just get all the stuff I need to say out now. So yeah, as I said before, the second movie, it was incredible, and after I left the movie theater, I was just really, really happy because that was honestly the best 2 hours of my life. And yeah, the movie is officially 2 hours long. And yeah, I still remember like walking into the seating area in the movie, and I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I can't wait to see this movie, because I was just super excited because I was avoiding like every new trailer. The only trailer I saw for the movie was the one they shown in the Game Awards, and that was honestly the only trailer I wanted to see because, as I said in my last video, I can feel some movie companies and game companies spoil a little bit too much of the game with their trailers, so I was trying to avoid all the spoilers as much as possible and actually see the movie myself and just give you all my thoughts on everything. And all I can say is the long wait for the movie was worth it. As a matter of fact, they confirmed that they were working on a sequel right when the first movie came out, and they already gave the release date, and now here we are. Man, time really does go by in a flash, doesn't it? So yeah, let's start talking about the actual plot of the movie. I think they nailed it. So yeah, in the opening of the movie, they showed Eggman still trapped in that mushroom world that he was banished to in the first movie when he was fighting Sonic. And yeah, it was basically giving an introduction and showing how he was trying everything he could to get back to the real world. And then one of the ring portals opened up and it showed some like weird guys just coming in and then trying to steal the quill and trying to beat Eggman or something. I mean, I only saw the movie one time. Maybe I'll see it again so I can actually confirm that everything I said in this review was true, but I'll just give it from my perspective. And then Knuckles appeared and spoke to Eggman, and I was like, oh my gosh, because I was waiting to actually hear how, I mean, they already showed how he was going to talk in the first movie, but not actually in like complete sentences and just how he was actually going to talk like in the film. And after hearing his voice, I was like, oh my god. So yeah, what was his name? Idris Elba, that was the voice actor for Knuckles, and he did a really great job. Just how Ben Schwartz voiced Sonic and Colleen voiced Tails. And yeah, you know how in some of the games, well, most of the games, they actually do go for some like deep plots and stuff. I feel they really did the same thing here in the Sonic 2 movie because, as I said in the first movie, they just went for something a little more simple because it was like they were testing out how the movie was going to work before they started working on a sequel and actually making like a bigger adventure. So yeah, they definitely proved that with the second film because it was obviously much better than the plot in the first movie and they just knocked it out of the park. Even the music that was playing in the movie was fantastic. Especially the music tracks that play when it shows Sonic and Knuckles going against each other and fighting and stuff, which reminded me a lot of that episode of Sonic X, where Sonic and Knuckles were just fighting each other. And once again, they perfectly captured the personalities of the characters, especially Sonic. As I said before, I think Ben Schwartz will probably be my new favorite Sonic voice actor. I still think Jason Griffith did a better job at voicing him, though. Sonic's usually the funny, smart mouth, and cocky guy. Tails is just cute, helpful, and always there for Sonic when he is in trouble. Speaking of Tails, he was an absolutely great character in this movie. He was super adorable, he was cute, and he was just awesome. I'm just shocked that they actually got Colleen Shaughnessy. Is that how you say her name? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm just shocked that they actually got her to play Tails and not just someone else. It's just weird because they got some other actors to play Sonic and Knuckles, but they just had Colleen play as Tails because I guess she's pretty much the perfect voice for Tails at this point. She really does nail his voice. And as for Knuckles, he was probably the best out of the three characters. They perfectly captured his personality as well. And you know what? I just gotta love all the cameos, just all the references to the games out there that the movie put. There was one point in the movie where Sonic and Knuckles were I think Knuckles was actually trapped in the water and Sonic went in to save him. And then when Sonic was running out of air, he grabbed a huge bubble and just got it and just got more air. And if you're a true Sonic fan like I am, you know that's obviously from the water levels, how you were on a time limit under there, and if you stood there for too long, it would play the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo song, and then you would have to like hurry and get out of the water or find like one of those air bubbles. I really loved that reference. It just really was really fantastic. It just goes to show you that they really just knew what they were doing in this movie, and they really took the time to research and just play the games and just knew exactly what the Sonic franchise and just the Sonic universe was like. I'm just glad that in this movie they didn't make Knuckles a complete dummy and they actually just made him the way that he is in the games. While he's kind of dumb at times, he actually knows what he's doing. Curse you, Sonic Boom, for ruining Knuckles. There was also a scene in the movie where it showed Sonic and Tails at some sort of bar or like a hut or something, and just everything that they shown in that scene where they were like in that said bar and hut, it was fantastic. I loved it. Like, there was one point where Sonic and Tails were like in the middle of a dance battle where they were dancing against someone, and the song Uptown Funk was playing, and I really do like that song, actually. And just showing like everyone dancing and just singing along. They weren't singing along, they were just dancing. It was really great and just funny at times. One small issue that I already stated before was how I feel they should tone it down on some of the human aspects. Like, they should tone it down on some of the human characters and just focus more on the main characters because, as I said, it's titled Sonic the Hedgehog 2, so it obviously has to focus more on the main characters and such. It doesn't always have to focus on, like, the human characters, because while they are kind of important to the story, they're just not entirely. They should focus more on the Sonic characters and shouldn't really focus on the human characters. They should just tone it down with them a little bit. I mean, there weren't really that many scenes where the humans were talking and stuff like that. I mean, there were plenty out there, but just not as much as how much there were in the first movie. And during the bar scene, it showed Sonic doing his awesome Sonic Adventure pose where he was like had his like finger pointing this way and his finger just like going that way, like under his leg or something. And yeah, that pose really is just incredible. I loved it. And it was always weird to me how Sonic was able to like pull off all these poses, like especially in the Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 artwork. You see him just going like this and just pointing and stuff like that. If you're a true Sonic fan, you obviously know this. But it was always weird how Sonic was able to just pull off all those cool poses. But yeah, I guess they just got them off for like how some people actually pose in real life and they just put Sonic over it. Yeah, it actually really worked. And yeah, if anyone cares what Tom and Maddie do, apparently they have to go to like some wedding. Like, I think Maddie's sister, I forgot her name, but like they went to like went to some wedding in Hawaii or something, and Sonic just came in on like the snowboarding segment and he just came through the ring and they just got snow all over everybody, and that was pretty funny. I especially loved the scene where it showed Sonic and like on like the Angel Island thing where it showed like them on the huge stone with like the stairs. It was like a pyramid of some sorts where it had like the Master Emerald and stuff. Speaking of the Master Emerald, it wasn't as big as it was in the games. Like, as I said, if you're a true Sonic fan, you would know that the Master Emerald was supposed to be a lot bigger, but for some reason, it's the size of like an actual emerald. And I guess they wanted to do that because they wanted to make it actually like real life and just make it how the actual size of an emerald would be. There was really nothing wrong with that, but I feel they could have at least pulled off the size of how the emerald looked like in the game to actually make it look like it was connecting to the game universe. Also, in the beginning of the movie where it showed Sonic running around like Seattle, I think, and stopping those criminals and driving that truck, that scene was incredible. And I already, like, after I saw that scene, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this movie already. And just the part where Sonic went on top of the building and he was like, I am Blue Justice. I mean, he said something like that. That was really incredible. I love how he calls himself Blue Justice. And I especially love the part where Sonic and Tom were inside that boat and Tom was like, seriously, pretending to be Batman. And Sonic was like, Blue Justice, trademark pending. And then I love when he says that. That's probably one of my new favorite Sonic lines where he's like, Blue Justice, trademark pending. That's just really funny to me for some reason. Alright, so since we're almost at the end of the video, we're about to get into two huge spoilers. So, I mean, I've already said a lot of spoilers in this video, but coming up is going to be two very important spoilers. So, you've been warned, you should leave right now if you haven't seen the movie yet. I mean, you already should have left because I warned you guys before, but there are two huge spoilers coming, so you might want to leave if you don't want to get spoiled. So yeah, the scene where Sonic was just like the Master Emerald broke and it shattered into the small Chaos Emeralds, and and Sonic absorbed them, and that was the best moment of the movie for me. Sonic turned into Super Sonic, and yeah, I honestly didn't think they were gonna pull it off in this movie, but they actually did, which was really really cool. I mean, yeah, I guess it would have been kind of predictable to see Super Sonic, but I didn't think they'd just pull it off that quick, like in the movie, like just how they put it, like there in the movie. I have to be honest, when I saw Super Sonic, it just sent chills down my spine. That was just really cool. I loved it. And there was also a post-credit scene, like after the movie ended, where it showed Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in like the truck going to get some ice cream or whatever. And by the way, they were also playing baseball, and Knuckles was acting absolutely dumb. Like he did not know how to play baseball, and he was like, "What's this? Like, what's that or something?" But yeah, as I said, there was a post-credit scene, and you guys will never believe who showed up. My man, Shadow. Like seriously, when I saw Shadow, literally everybody in the theater was going crazy and just screaming, and I was like, "Oh!" I mean, I was obviously screaming louder than that, but I was just so happy. Like, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I almost teared up seeing Shadow because he's one of my favorite characters in the Sonic universe, and I can't believe they actually put him in the movie. I mean, he of course wasn't like part of the movie in particular, like nothing in the plot, but they already confirmed that they're working on a third movie, so it just goes to show you how much effort and just all the things that they're planning to do with this franchise and just the movies and just everything they can do. I mean, who knows what other characters they can add in the movie next. So yeah, it showed Shadow inside that huge capsule or whatever, like how they did in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And yeah, that was the best, probably one of the best parts of the movie for me. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, overall in conclusion, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2, it was absolutely awesome. I loved it. There was honestly not a lot of bad stuff wrong with the movie at all. I thought it was a perfect. It was way better than the first movie. It actually felt more like a Sonic the Hedgehog movie and actually captured like all the characters' personalities and actually did something that would sort of work in like an actual Sonic the Hedgehog game. So yeah, I will say, I guess these Sonic movies really revived the franchise at all. Like I like at all. I mean, I'd say they really just brought the franchise back to its roots. Hopefully they can try it. Hopefully Sega can actually learn some things from Paramount and actually make a good Sonic the Hedgehog game for once. I mean, I don't know why I said for once, because there are actually a lot of great Sonic the Hedgehog games out there, but lately there hasn't really been many great games, but Sonic Frontiers is coming out later this year, and hopefully that game does it justice, unlike Sonic Forces. So yeah, this was definitely the best video game movie adaptation ever. That movie was honestly a gamer's dream come true. I've seriously never been so happy to be a Sonic fan. But yeah, I think I pretty much said everything I wanted to say in this video. So overall, if you haven't seen Sonic the Hedgehog 2 yet, go watch it now because you'll definitely not regret it. It was an absolute must-see movie. And I honestly can't wait for it to come out on streaming services or at least come out on DVD because, I mean, for some reason they didn't put it on Paramount Plus right after the movie released, which was kind of weird to me because when the Clifford the Big Red Dog movie came out, it was like they immediately put it on Paramount Plus back when it came out, like in the movie theaters. So, like, why didn't they do the same for Sonic the Hedgehog 2? It was just weird to me. So, yeah, that was my thoughts, and that was just my honest opinions and just review for the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. So, yeah, definitely a must-see movie, as I said, and it certainly was a masterpiece. Well, may not have been a masterpiece to everyone, but to me, I think it was a complete masterpiece. I wonder what they'll do with the third movie now that as we speak. But yeah, overall, that's pretty much all I have to say. So thank you guys for watching this review. If you were able to stick around for this 23 minutes, you're a god. So I mean, can't imagine anyone that would actually willingly stay all this time and just watch this video. But if you did, thank you. I appreciate you. Shoutouts to you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Go watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie now if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Gosh, I love this poster so much. Wish I could have gotten the comic, though. mention that whole fight sequence where it showed Eggman and the giant robot that looked like the Death Egg, and even the reference to Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine on the cafe sign, those were really brilliant and just incredible. You'd really have to be a huge fan of Sonic like I am to get all the references.